Hello, welcome back to Horizon Forbidden West. Today is the final day. Today is the day we take the fight to the Zeniths and take back Gaia. But first of all, I want to talk about something before we get started. So, like I said, final day for Horizon. Only for now. Today has had the release of the Ultra Hard and NG+. Just had a quick look at the trophies. It's going to require more than just a quick playthrough to get it done. But I'm going to wait till I'm going to wait a couple of months before we come back. In case they release a DLC, in which case I'll do that on NG+. So like when they announce, DLC release in, I don't know, December. We'll start playing again in November and get the game finished again, ready for said DLC, because then I can spend the time finishing off one of the trophies. So, we can do the DLC on the hardest possible difficulty with the best possible weapons, so that we get the full experience. Because, I mean, I did the Frozen Wilds on Zero Dawn on very hard. I mean, it was still difficult, but I feel like I missed out on Ultra Hard. But then with the new achievements on Ultra Hard and the NG Plus having a third trophy instead of just finishing it on hardest, I feel like it's worth doing a full playthrough almost. But the full playthrough won't be the same 90-hour slog that I've done with this. It will mostly just be side quest to side quest. Every time I replace weapons, I get them and upgrade them, but I won't be spending ages like clearing all the bandit camps unless I have to. Or I won't. Well, I suppose one benefit is when this Ultra Hard comes around, I won't be spending like 20 hours practicing getting good at the game. I'll have the weapons and everything I need to do it quickly. So then, having finished the story, then we can spend the time just like, that side quest is giving me this face paint, that side quest is giving me this weapon. I mean, as long as we don't have to do the arena, we should, and the Undying, that's an important one. Not the Undying, the Enduring. We should be pretty clear on getting these trophies. But like I say, today, finish the game, get the Platinum. That is the end of the Horizon Forbidden West playthrough for now. It will be back to finish off. I hate not 100% in things. I mean, getting Ultra Hard on NG Plus done, ready in preparation for a DLC will be a really good time to come back. But until then, we'll finish this and we're on to Elden Ring. So, without further ado, let's go beat the Zeniths. I'm thinking of doing a victory lap sort of thing. Like, so from where I am, walking back to base and claiming all of the materials I need from the machines along the way. Just so I don't end up, just so I've got a better set instead of just the stuff I have. I mean, by the looks of it, there isn't much I can go and just fight. I mean, that one's done. I can kill a Scorcher and kill a Dreadwing, but I don't know where Apex Elemental Claw Stride is. Frost Claw, another Dreadwing. So really, I just need to go after a Frost Claw, and I need to go after the Tremortusk and the Scorcher. So really, I'll kill the Tremortusk, the Frost Claw, and maybe visit this mountain site. There's another Tremortusk there. In fact, no, that's a good route. So if we go round the back here, kill the Frostclaw, go to that Tremortusk, go to that Scorcher, and then head on back to base to start the final mission. And we can look at doing a Dreadwing. Wait, where is that mountain pass? It's here, isn't it? Where's the Slaughter Spine? Oh, it won't come up. No, it is a nest. The Slaughter Spine was around here. Ah, well, we'll just take that route, so we'll go after him, then we'll go to the Tremortusk. To be honest, I can fly to these now. So just get a couple of materials. If we don't get everything we need, then no big deal. I mean, I'm not expecting, because I need 2 Frostclaw circulators, but with that Tremortusk, I need to try and take off both of his, all of his fangs. Yeah, see, I need 2 primary nerves. This makes everything so much easier. But yeah, it's just a case of getting extra materials, because if I plan on doing an NG Plus now on Ultra Hard, starting with a really high upgraded weapon and armor will be a good start. So I need to kill this thing without bursting its sack on its body.
It's not gonna take much damage from fire.
I mean, if I can draw that Frost Claw over, I can override it and then use it to kill the ass of the Claw Striders. Yeah, because it's the primary, it's the circulator that I need, since I need 2 of them. The webbing I can still avoid shooting the body plate. It would just take a little bit long to bring him down. That's an apex. See, this is kind of why I made the decision to not kill all of, to try and stockpile as many of the materials as possible. I mean, I needed more, but we got a good number. Where are you going? Oh shit, is the apex? Oh, okay, I couldn't override him even if I wanted to. What's he weak to? Water. Well, I need to kill him. And I might get an Apex Frostclaw heart. I don't know what I'm going to do with said heart, but let's get it anyway. God, it takes like a day off of this game and my aim is terrible. I mean, if these are both Apex Elemental Claw Striders, I wouldn't be opposed to it. So I can make use of both of their hearts.
Till I get my stamina back.
Nah, he's just neutral. Thing is, I'm ready to finish the game, but I'm like, I've got like 4 hours to stream, so if I finish the game too quickly, then I'm gonna have to do all of it again anyway. I'm gonna have to try and filler it, so doing it at the start. I mean, sure, the last mission is gonna take a little while, but I think it's gonna take more than an hour. It's not gonna take 4 hours.
Oh, that helps.
That sounds like a very big machine behind me. What are you weak to? Just purge water again. I thought, where's my Sunwing? I think it might be time to run. Nope, got me in the air. I don't know where that Sunwing came from. I saw it land, but I thought it was mine. And the sad thing is, that probably means that I've lost access to the Apex Frostclaw now. Because I died. Was I in like an animation? I couldn't glide. I think this is the game's way of saying, stop trying, you little bitch. Oh yeah, it's inverted.
Frost won't help you.
Oh no, he's still Apex.
She was born for the cold.
He's Apex. So the one that's not Apex is really far away. Go on, go towards that bush. I think I might have just destroyed the thing I didn't... Yeah, I've destroyed the Frostclaw tank webbing. Whoops. I mean, that was a very good explosion. Oh, they're all Apex. Okay. It doesn't matter what I want then. The game disagrees. Come on, come to the bush. I'm totally not setting up a whole trail of traps for you to walk into. Absolutely not. Well, that didn't do... Oh, that was because it was only the advanced, not the, epic or whatever it's called. But no, I have learned while playing a bit more stealthily how to use the traps well and everything. He seems a lot bigger than usual. I really haven't thought about this. I'm trying to do this like stealthily so I don't get into an open combat again, but I'm not giving myself space. Whoops, I missed. Come get me! Yeah, that sucks. I accidentally destroyed his, the sack I wanted to keep alive. But I mean, it's Apex. I can be forgiven, right? I don't want to be holding on to anything that's going to help me out. Whoops. Let's go brittle. Oh, wrong bow. Whoops.
It's brittle.
The fact that it can cleanse itself of any status effect really bothers me. But that's 2 potential Apex Claw Stride Heart. You're definitely weak to fire, aren't you? Oh, I don't have overdraw on this thing yet. Bloody hell, that thing's got some force. Oh wow, 140, that's not good, that's not a bad hit.
I'm not giving up.
Oh yeah, shit, I got these. I forget I'm actually using more than just those now. Whoops. Oh, that hit twice. Did I miss? Oh, he's got plasma cells on his back. God, this thing does not stay down long. I'm giving myself the tiniest window to shoot him. I pressed X. My bad. I mean, plasma's not taking too long to build up on this guy.
Plasma's gonna blow.
It certainly is. Say goodbye. Oh, he's still going. Circulator, Frostclaw, and Primary Nerve, and the Apex Frostclaw Heart.
If I'm gonna find the parts I need, I should check all the machine carcasses here.
Apex Elemental Claw Stride Heart. Where's the last one? Yes, I know I've got unused coils. When do I not? And there's the other one. Now I need Dreadwing.
All the parts I need.
Oh, the victory lap seems to be getting longer. I mean, kill him, Trematus, Dreadwing, Scorcher.
Should check out another
I got the
site.
time, it's fine. Oh, no, don't do that. Oh, at least I can... That's advanced. Oh no, it's elite, the one I don't want to waste. Flying is so much easier. Fast travelling was quick, but it's like, you can only get close enough. At least with flying, you can just like bypass mountains. It's just a shame, like in the trailers for this game, they showed underwater battling and things. It would have been really cool if we could do that and do like flying battling. Like there's like some machines that won't land. Like Stormbirds are notoriously like airborne in some areas. So you just sort of fly around after it, shooting it. I would have loved to do that. It just feels like I've actually... I know we can only fly at the end of the game, but I feel like we've really accomplished something here.
Getting down now.
Is he an Apex or is he standard? He's Apex as well. Ooh, I need a hidey spot. Where's all the reeds? Bloody hell, they're far away. Can I override that fire fang horn?
Forest isn't gonna do much.
It's just fun watching them all jump around after each other. No, not my fire fang horn. Go on, hit him with one fire hit. Oh, it's wearing off.
One roasted machine coming.
Well, that's one way to hit the fire canister. Just fire everything at it. Now, if I can kill this thing without destroying its body plate, that'd go well. This is why I was literally thinking before the start of this stream, if I'm going to do that final mission today, I'm going to want to take a lot of cleansing potions, because the bosses are going to be using plasma. I want acid so I can take off his armor. I tell you though, I don't regret using this Valor that I've been using the entire game for the elements. It's made some difficult fights so much easier. Like just by hitting them with a fire or an acid and just whistling away at them. Instead of worrying about, you know, oh, can't be doing this and that and all that worrisome damage. Set them on fire or stun a large group of them and just go nuts on something else. I love this instant acid coil, it's one of my favourite coils. Just roll in the status effects on this guy. That was very close to detonating his body plate, I think. That plasma goes on, try and take out the shoulder. Oh, oh no, the plasma still went. Oh, pushing the body plate again. Trying to avoid it on purpose. Yeah, if I fire that, I'm going to destroy it. I remember I got slaughtered by my first one of them. I think, yeah, I can now upgrade the Nora Thunder armor. Excellent.
Keep moving, keep moving.
That was a really swift kill. I'm happy with that. Right then, moving on. Go after a Tremortusk. I literally need a drill. All the machines I want to kill are pretty much next to each other as well. What do I need a Frogclaw Circulator for? We need a 10. Because I know that there's, on this mountain range... Where was the Slaughter Spine? I think he's here. Then here is a Dreadwing. There he is. So here's a Dreadwing and a Stormbird, but I only want the Dreadwing. I don't want the Frostclaw Circulator, so let's go after the Tremortusk next. Also, one benefit to flying everywhere, it's a lot safer just to craft all of my stuff again. Yeah, we won't spend hours doing this, it's just I know I need Tremortusk for the Nora Thunder armor. Because all the machines I need are pretty much next door to each other in the valleys. There's no harm in doing it. I just know that the Dreadwing part of the valley I want to go to, it's an Apex Stormbird at night, so I don't need to go do him. Oh, okay, don't use your thing then. I need potions. Right, I need to take off every single one of his tusks. He's an Apex. Oh, this is gonna be rough. But also doing it like this and trying to get his tusks should hopefully make some of his attacks a lot less threatening. But those guns need to come on. Starting with them, unless I completely whiff it. Ooh, that's interesting. The Apex Tremortusk weapon, they all fire at once. The normal Tremortusk get fired like individually. Ooh. Let's knock him, let's stun him to the ground, try and take off these tusks. Oh, that hurt! spent so long in that arena fight against this thing, I've gotten really reactive to his attacks. Which is also always nice, because that means I'm learning. Have I taken off all of his tusks? Yes, I have. Oh no!
It definitely helps.
Oh, I can take them out! I did not know I could shoot them. Oh, I need to bail out. Oh, they're concussive shots! I don't want to leave! But I need some heals. Woo. I'm literally going by audio cues to dodge. I mean, I've given myself enough distance here, I can at least grab some tusks. Where's all of the sky berries then? The medicinal berries? Normally every encounter like this has a couple. I have never had to run. I normally die, win or die trying. But I need the tusks. And frankly, I need the kill because he's an apex. Ooh, what's this? No, winterpale berry. Where did I put him down? Yeah, none of that. Just need to be careful of all of his little guns. So if I can dodge the concussive shots, I could probably finish it. Oh! He says and then gets hit. I'm going to take Bolt to the face. Oh no, he's tackling. In the middle of a run. Caught in his nose. To be honest with that kind of attack, is it safer to roll away or run away? Oh, they were right here. I mean, that wasn't a bad effort. I did take too much damage. Is there a... No. Oh, hello. I know I can do it. I've killed more than enough of these things in the arena. Or at least I've put in the time to learn it. No, he's not Apex. He's not Apex anymore. Damn it! I really want that Apex kill. I think that was my third. That was my first Apex Tremitas. So I gotta say, I don't think I did that bad. Could have done better. I could have done a lot worse.
That acid ought to hurt him.
Oh well. Well, every Apex battle is an experience. I mean, that first ever Apex Fireclaw we didn't do terribly. Just couldn't quite finish it. It's ironic that the safest place to stand for an elephant enemy is in front of it. Right, let's stun him. Hit those last two tusks off. Ow. Come on. Did you... Oh no, I didn't get that crowd. I jumped into that one, that wasn't very clever. Boulders the Apex one through were a lot bigger. After this, I gotta then go around and find all 4 tusks. Lovely. Yeah, see, I had the right strategy. The Apex one, I think, is arguably slightly easier. Well, it has its moments. Being weak to lightning, it was easier to pin him. Never thought I'd actually use the electricity that much, but... I stand corrected, it was really helpful. Especially in trying to take off weak points without Tear Blast. I mean, Tear Blast arrows are great, but it's just the, how much they cost to create. That's a big issue. Oh, did one of them fall underwater? That he did.
The snowfall is blanketing the land.
Where's the last one? I shot off all 4. Oh well. Well, that's 2 more anyway. Just need to take out that Scorcher and get his ears now. And then it's back to base. Make what we can. I think I'd better walk, just so I can grab some heals. I mean, it won't be Apex, so... Oh, you're friendly. Or if I'm really unlucky, it'll be Apex, but again... Scorch's attack patterns are pretty predictable, it's just the mines that are the issue.
Could use shock ammo against that machine.
Pretty sure I need ear and just a general kill. I mean, one surefire way to get the ears. Get nice and close and go for the stun. The ears off. Now it's the kill. What? I forget what that was that was on his back that I shot off. Damn it, I thought he was going to go up. Run away! Damn, that was a big blast. Oh, that was shock. Oh, and one more. Oh. Lovely. Didn't get anything else off of him apart from his ears. Oh, I didn't need the ears. Oh well, we got them now. Again, might need them later. I mean, especially like doing all this now, if I need them come NG+, then I don't have to put in the time to try and take off even harder ones, so... But I imagine all the NG+ armor will just need Apex everything to max them out. Only sad thing is, like, once you've got Apex, once we'll have the best armor maxed out, there's not really much use in trying to do any more. Because, like, in Arena, the challenge is worth doing, you have to use preset. Which is a bit of a shame, because being able to be like, right, do the ultimate challenge with my best weapons. Anything good? Ooh.
Serves you well. Return when you need it.
Right, I do believe it is time to go after the final area. Final boss. Or the final thing at least. So what do I need? 6 Trematus hearts and 6 Trematus tusks and an Apex Behemoth heart. And then I need an Apex. Oh, you bitch. If I killed that Trematusk, I would have had everything I need for tier 4. And then 1 Tide River heart, I'd have everything I need for... That sucks. Literally, the biggest effort I have to put in is making it to level 3, then after that it's just 2 more Apex kills. Oh well. Make all my ammo in preparation for the final battle. We still have the craft all button. It just tells you all the materials it would take to craft everything. And it just builds them all. Again, though, as well, it's like if you're at a workbench, if you make more than your max capacity of arrows or something, it puts the spare into the stash. So, like, I needed 1 Tear Blast arrows, but it put the other 3 into stash. That would have been nice. Do I not have Molten Sludge? But that's another win. You never know, during that final battle, we might have to take down an Apex. A couple of Apexes. Because we don't know what the Zeniths are up to. Right then. It's time for Singularity. We've done our victory lap of killing the big nasties. Let's see what the assault on the Zeniths ends up like. I don't care about your rumours anymore. It'll already be something I know. Because there are no bandit camps left. It'd be cool if, like, at this point in the game, the notebook in progress would say, like, bandit camp. I don't know, 10 of 20, that kind of thing. So I know how much I've done. There's a collectible I don't have. Is that DLC or is that an endgame activity? Yeah, it'd be nice to know that when I like get to this final mission, main 16 of 17, side like 28 of 30, that kind of thing. Just in case I've missed anything that I want to go back and do.
Hey, Mr. Know-It-All is here. You know, your focus buddy who never smiles. I didn't know what to do with him, so I had him wait in your room.
Got it. Thanks. Well, Silence. Looks like you finally found a door you could open without me.
I'm glad it's there, actually. It kept me from having to mingle with the company you keep. But enough prattle. I believe you owe me an explanation. Your plans for the Zenith base?
You're right. I do owe you. My spear in your throat for deceiving me again. At the Hades Proving Lab.
I doubt you asked me here for that kind of reckoning.
No. Right now, I need your help. So I'm giving you one final chance. But if you ever betray me again, I will kill you no matter what the circumstance. Understood?
Very well. Though we'll both face a decidedly short future if you can't get us inside that base.
Aloy, your other guest is here. She's, coming to you.
Thanks. Good timing. The truth is, I can't actually get us into the base. But she can.
The company you keep is even worse than I thought.
Not a fan of surprises, are you? Oh, look. That must be your little invention.
Does the weapon work? Without self-destructing?
Of course it does. I've eliminated the imperfections and greatly improved its design and output.
How can we be sure?
Care for a demonstration?
I love how he's threatening her in
Enough,
her suit.
both of you. We're in this together. At least for now. Go talk to Erend. Tell him I said to give you rooms of your own. I'll come see you when I get a chance.
Got a little rucksack.
Oh, no. You first.
I mean, he does have a god killer weapon in this instance. Aloy's face is, oh
Look at
shit.
everyone in the control room, so Tilda can tell us what she knows about the Zenith base.
Well, that's bugged. She's not interacting with it. Well, that's a shame.
When it looks impossible, look deeper. And then fight like you can win. I will, Rost. now and always.
There's even a little claw strider dummy here.
Focus. It's Varl's. I used to think no Nora would ever accept one, but Varl did. Even when he was overwhelmed, he refused to let me push him away. I failed Varl at Gemini. I should have pushed harder. I should have done more. I'd give anything to have him back. With Regala out of the way, Hikaru and Tanakh, they're safe. The future's up to them now. I do wish they'd drop all the honorary names they've given me. But if I've learned anything about them, it is not a battle I am going to win.
Right. Let's get some potions out ready for the battle. Because in the very rare event like this, we bring out the big potions and the status effect resisting stuff. Well, it looks like I've only got one cleansing potion, so we're going to have to make it count. Boss fights, but use it in the boss fights. 6 of them.
You know, we've never played Machine Strike together.
Aloy, you came back with some interesting friends.
Wish I could say we don't need them, but Silence and Tilda are here for a reason. Even Regala.
Yeah, enemy of my enemy and all that, right?
Right. I guess Silence is keeping to himself, as usual.
I was hoping he'd give me an excuse to hammer his sorry ass to the ground.
Please don't.
You telling me you wouldn't want to get just one good hit on that smug face of his? After everything he's done?
Sure. Later. Right now, he's got something we need.
I mean, they all talk about how much they want to kill and beat down Silence, but I really don't think he'd just sit there and let it happen. He'd probably be a real mean fighter.
Doesn't look like any of our guests are making trouble.
Yet. So, Katalo tells me you flew. Well, that's new. I've been busting my balls trying to learn to read. You're out there having all the fun.
Don't worry. You'll be getting all the fun you can handle soon. With the Zeniths.
Looking forward to it.
You, talked to Tilda at all?
I tried. I don't think even a hot forge could melt that ice. And you say she wants to help?
I think so. Well, let's hope. I better get going.
Oh, you know where to find me.
I wonder if Silence's weapon is literally just a concentrated EMP blast.
Aloy, it appears that we have some interesting new guests. I'm glad to see you're okay, though. I heard you gave the Tanakh something to talk about. I was half expecting you to burst in through the ceiling riding a sunwing.
Sorry to disappoint. Have you talked to any of our new friends?
Erend and I tried speaking to Silence, but apparently our tribal prattle is unnecessary.
Charming, isn't he? Ready to head over to the Zenith base?
Whatever comes, we will endure.
Thoughts on our new Zenith acquaintance?
I'd say she smells like death, but even death smells of something. She's more like a cold piece of metal, bent on repelling all semblance of life.
She's definitely different. I have to go. I trust you to...
I'll make sure Erend doesn't punch Silence in the face, if that's what you mean.
Thanks.
Yeah, first blow is safe for me.
You flew? Kotalo told me. And took out Regala's machines? You know what? I don't even know why I'm surprised. I saw we have visitors and a new weapon. Does this mean we're ready to take the fight to the Zeniths?
Almost. Are you okay?
What's that? My PC is like spamming me with notifications. It's just literally my computer telling me people have seen my tweet. The tweet I shared was from Destiny. I was playing Destiny. I wanted to show. I got a really good throwing knife kill. I wanted to show my my clan what I did because I was like well chuffed with it. And now Twitter's like, people watched it.
I was wondering, is it really safe having someone like Regala here? She seems angry. The kind of angry that leads to murdering people in their sleep.
Don't worry. We're going to point that anger in the right direction.
She's like the Hulk,
Zeniths.
just a little less green.
I hope our new guests have been behaving.
This Silence, he's the one who built the weapon that can take down Zenith shields?
He is. Though I wouldn't expect him to answer any questions about it. He refuses to dole out his secrets to us lesser mortals.
Oh.
You know that special part of us that makes us warm, kind, welcoming?
Our spirit?
Yeah. He was born without that.
He has just been a bitch.
You sure you're okay going on this mission? I know things must be happening pretty fast for you.
I've already braved oceans and madmen who thought they were ancestors reborn. Why not a few immortals with lethal drones at their command, too?
Guess the more the merrier. I suppose you saw that Tilda is here. Our very own Zenith.
I almost went up to her to ask her, well, every question I've ever had about the legacy. Every diviner I know would kill to get 5 minutes with one of the old ones. But now that she's here, all I feel is a vague unease. I don't know if I'm scared of finding out more uncomfortable truths, or just scared of her. Probably both.
I wonder where their shields emanate from.
I'll be ready.
Like, they sort of just have a shield, but where does it come from? Holy shit. Where? Eh? How do I miss a storm? I don't get that. Like, where have I been? I don't think I've been anywhere where I could have missed all this.
Hey, Aaron.
Yeah?
I was thinking we could spar for a bit.
Hello? You going to bed? Oh, sorry. All cake. Wrong scene again.
Oh, sure. Yeah, of course.
I always noticed after we started that my green screen is a little bit out of line.
Yeah, beating the crap out of me makes you feel better. I'm off for it.
Did you need something?
Yes, talk to me.
Bravo. You managed to sway a Zenith to your side. Care to explain?
Not a chance. I thought you said the weapon was ready.
There's always room to optimize. But that's not why you're here. I assume you want to comprehend my undertakings. So, ask away.
Yes.
Since when were you so forthcoming?
Since you turned this into a waiting game. And as it seems you have found modest success, perhaps I'm willing to be generous.
Alright then.
Okay, so your big plan, everything you've been manipulating for the last few months. Let me see if I got this straight. You learned about the Zeniths from Hades when you interrogated it. Then you came up with a plan to defeat them by using a Tenakth army and that weapon. And to get the Tenakth to fight for you, or rather the Sons of Prometheus, armed Regala's rebels with override tech.
Did you have an actual question, or are you still playing catch-up?
So all this time, even before I found the coordinates at the Spire, you were out here scheming. Why couldn't you just tell me?
When I learned of the Zenith's return to Earth, I laid out my plans. I knew I would one day require an army of overzealous Tenakth to assault the Zenith base. The casualties would be extreme. And I knew you would never allow such a sacrifice, no matter how necessary. Thus, I devised a means to remove your interference from the equation. At the Hades Proving Lab.
But what if the Zeniths actually took us?
Why create the Sons of Prometheus? You didn't need a Sarah to make override tech.
They were a necessary safeguard. My time serving Hades in the Eclipse demonstrated the risks of getting directly involved. Through the Sons of Prometheus, I could execute my plans, all while remaining anonymous.
Except to a Sarah. How did you get a Sarah to work for you?
I knew there was an associate of the Oseram tinker, Derval, who escaped his failed assault on Meridian. It was trivial to track her down and gain her cooperation. She wanted to succeed where Derval had failed.
So you promised her Regala, and the Tenakth. The Sarah would help you create a machine-riding army, and wanted to see Meridian burn as much as she did.
And so a partnership was born out of thirst for blood, bonded in mutual self-interest.
You think you had everything figured out, huh?
I did.
This is exactly why I figured, like, I'm not going to do this mission at the end of the stream, because there's going to be lots of exposition that I want to learn.
You wanted me to surrender to the Zenith at the Hades Proving Lab. They almost killed me.
Based on everything I knew about them, I concluded they would find you a useful asset, thereby keeping you out of harm's way and, more importantly, out of my way.
So you really didn't know they had their own clone of Elizabeth?
No. Unfortunately, there was no way I could have known that particular detail.
Detail? Well, I guess if it wasn't for that, we wouldn't be here today. Tell me about the weapon. How does it work?
I've upgraded the delivery system. It now emits a wave-like effect covering a significant distance.
That doesn't fully answer my question.
No, but I'd be a fool to reveal its inner workings. After all, why did you withhold your plan for dealing with the Zenith drones? Yes, even you can appreciate the value of secrecy when warranted. Suffice it to say that the weapon will work. The intricacies of how is knowledge that is mine alone.
He's very clever, because he doesn't tell anyone anything, so if he dies, all of the secrets die with him.
Why help Regala take over? If you wanted an army, you could have just gone to Hekarro.
Before Regala's rebellion, Hekarro was only concerned with battling machines and fostering friendships with the Karja. Even if I gained his ear, he would never agree to send his forces to battle a threat he couldn't understand.
So helping a bloodthirsty exile was easier?
Yes, exceedingly so. All Regala craved was war against the Karja and anyone who threatens the Tenakth. She would have led the tribe into battle without question, which was precisely what I needed.
So if Regala won, it would have been, we would have had a warlord, and then it would have been like the reverse of the Red Brigades, where the Tenakth attack the Karja and wipe them out without any like mercy or anything.
While I was out there,
So it was a
I
good
had
thing we
a couple
stopped her.
run-ins with the Quen.
The tribe from across the ocean. And?
Their entire tribe was shaped around the discovery of focuses. One of them, Alva, even joined me here. Don't you want to know more about them?
No. They stumbled upon the greatest technological artifact from the ancient world, and what did they do with it? They shrouded the knowledge they unearthed in mysticism and taboo, creating a pantheon out of corporate shills.
Yes, well, it also led them to Thebes.
Did it now?
So those run-ins with the Quen.
Good
I
evening,
mentioned,
Apod.
On one of them I teamed up with their expedition to search Thebes. We found Pharaoh at the end.
You must have needed Omega clearance. So, what was it like?
Worse than you can imagine.
He single-handedly wiped out collective human knowledge. I'm sure it was still less than he deserved.
Let me guess. You would have scraped him into a jar so you could prod his brain, like what you did with Hades.
For a start.
It's interesting that he doesn't ask about, but he should have been dead. Like, he didn't actually ask what state he was in, since he was just a mass of flesh and cells that's gone insane.
Alright, Silence. I think I've talked to you long enough. I'll let you know when it's time to go. And try not to mess with Tilda while you're in here, okay? I don't need the two of you butting heads.
Yes. About your Zenith ally. I wonder if you understand what kind of person you're dealing with. For someone to live as long as she has, outlast as many calamities, well, your goals may be aligned now, but I'd watch for the moment they diverge.
Yeah, I'm aware. Reminds me of someone else I know.
Survival is only a necessity to my greater purpose, Aloy. I'd hoped you'd recognize that by now.
Do you know something or not?
Oh, I know a great deal of things. But on this, just call it a feeling.
Oh, a feeling? You mean you finally had one? Huh.
Oh, snap.
Guess even you can change, Silence.
Her sass with bloody Silence is
Before I
brilliant.
forget, I watered those plants for you. I just know they meant a lot to you.
Oh, I should be able to go into Beta's room now she's not here.
This place smells wrong. No sand or wind, only cold steel.
This is an encounter I wouldn't have had if I killed her.
And the others up there, your squad.
They can hold their own. As for this base, it may not be what you're used to, but it is a shelter.
Call it what it is. A cage.
You came here on your own.
For the battle you promised. So for now I wait in my cage for your word. Tell me when to strike.
The whole time I've been in the West, I've been fighting you and your rebels. I'd at least like to know why.
You were among the enemy. What more is there to know?
Why did you do it?
Dork, Jiroka, Makalo, and the Karja pushed into the desert to raid our people. My brother's squad was among the first to intercept them. But the Karja captured them, strung them up, and burned them alive as an example. It was too late. I found them by the sound of their screams.
So you wanted vengeance?
Vengeance? No. I wanted devastation. To tear down the Karja's cities and drown the land in blood. Hunt down every last survivor and grind their bones until the sky chokes on the dust. But my chief betrayed me. Betrayed the Tanakh.
She is a broken woman.
The deal you made. Override tech in exchange for an assault on the Zenith base. How did Silence approach you?
That name means nothing to me. My agreement was with the Oseram Asera and their sons of Prometheus.
So all this time, you didn't even know who you were really dealing with? And you trusted an Outlander?
If it was a trick, I would have crushed her. But she spoke with the same burning hatred for the Karja. And she offered me the chance to run them down with machines.
Cake.
The terror in your enemy's eyes when they see you charge. You know what I'm talking about. I bet you felt it.
I don't think so. What about your end of the deal? Would you have honored it?
Had I killed Akaro and become chief, these Zeniths would have been the first of the tribe's victories, but because of you, my people will continue to consort with the enemy. A tribe of weaklings.
Because of me, hundreds of Tanakh won't throw away their lives in a battle they can't win. Are you really going to fight alongside me?
I have no reason to betray you.
Really?
I failed to kill Hikaru, failed to eliminate you. No Tenakth would follow me now. The Karja remain out of my reach, cowering behind their walls. All I have left are the screams of those long dead and unending rage. So show me where to bury it.
And she would have the sort of the ferocity to actually kill the Sun King. Like, she'd get in, kill him, and then get killed in the process.
How did Hikaru betray you?
Hikaru called on the clans to resist the Karja's red raids. But we did more than just defend. We hunted them, and they fled as children before a pack of claw striders all the way to their border. There we ripped down their stone walls. Their domain was ours for the taking. But when it came time to push on, Hikaru ordered us to fall back. What soldier retreats when slaughter is at hand?
The kind who wants peace for their people.
Peace is just a lull between vendettas. But I thought my chief had greater tactics than mine, so I stood by him, even when he allowed that filthy Karja to join our ranks.
Fashav.
I enjoyed watching him die at the embassy. He should have been put down when we first captured him on the field. Instead, Hikaru made him a marshal.
Fashav told me how he became a marshal. He earned it just like any Tenakth.
It was an insult. No outlander can ever deserve to wear our armor, bear our marks.
Hold on!
And then a Karja messenger was brought before us? That's when I knew. I had to run my blade through Hikaru and drag his treacherous corpse to the gates of the sun.
I mean, like Aloy said, the Fashav did earn it. He didn't just go, I want to be a marshal. Okay.
What happened when the Karja messenger appeared before Hikaru?
The quivering priests bore a message from their new king. No more war. No more raids. Suddenly the Karja wanted to talk peace. An embassy at the very fortress we tore down. A true Tenakth would never take a Karja truce. Their blood exists to be spilled, but Hikaru lapped up the priest's message. He showed himself a Karja-loving traitor when he accepted. That's when I challenged him.
And lost.
His mercy was just another sign of his weakness.
Be honest,
I vowed never to rest until the debt was repaid, with him on his knees before me. So with an army of soldiers and machines at my back, I returned. The day you got in my way.
I like her armor though, that's the thing. She's got a really good set of armor for not being tied to a clan.
Alright. I guess we'll both face the end soon enough.
Ever since you got in my way, I've wanted to see your bones burned white beneath the sun. But if I'm to die in battle, then it might as well be with the one who flew with the wings of the 10.
I'll let you know when it's time to move out.
She may be a bitch, but she understands valor.
Oh. I guess that is things.
To Aloy.
Aloy. If you were listening to this, then, things didn't go as planned at Gemini. I know you'll keep your promise. Which means I must be dead. Well, that sounds familiar, doesn't it? But what's happened since you found me in that ectogenic chamber? Thank you, Aloy. You've been my shelter. And I would risk it all again to be by your side. I know you'll find a way forward. That's what you do.
It's nice that Beta finally started to believe in us. The more I read up on the Regional Control Center, the more I appreciate the immense amount of planning that went into Project Zero Dawn. But one aspect of this facility has puzzled me. Why pre-design it? Gaia is more than equipped to imagine the needs of future humans. While I have 4 working hypotheses, the answer may be the simplest sentimentally. Combing through the facility's files led to the discovery of an audio log, severely corrupted, likely a consequence of Minerva's occupation. I only managed to extract a fragment. August was only 8 when the swarm broke out. He was in Singapore, staying with his mum. I should have gone. I should have done a lot of things differently. See, now that was the last clue to the keypad that I brute forced my way into. A log from the facility's designer, perhaps? I suspect it may have something to do with the locked door tucked away behind the maintenance shaft. But I am disinclined to pursue the matter further at this time. Aloy and Gaia went with me to help build the transport rig and pulse generators for their trip to Gemini, so I must direct all of my attention to that. I hope it's not a pointless endeavour. It all depends on whether Aloy can procure Ted Farrow's Omega clearance, which frankly feels like a long shot. Given that this was like the last room, I would have expected to see a legendary in here. You know, just like, great, have a legendary. Been in here. Right, that is all the rooms explored, and that was the last of the key code. And that room tucked away was a memory capsule for all those who died in the war. Where's Tilda? I imagine Tilda's up in Gaia's room. Anyway, let's continue. Is Beta dead? No, she's been captured. She got captured in Gemini. Aloy promised to kill her and she didn't because she just couldn't bring herself to do it at the end.
Maybe it's time to get everyone together so Tilda can brief us. But is there anything I should handle before that?
Nope, it is time for the final battle.
Alright, people. I need you up in the control room, right away. Okay, everyone. We all know what's at stake. Beta, Gaia. Not to mention life on Earth. Now, it might seem like the Zeniths are invincible, but they're not. We've got what it takes to break into their base and defeat them. We even have one of them on our side. Tilda, show us the base.
I really don't think she's going to stay on our side, though. She's going to take out Gerard and take over.
It is constructed atop the ruins of an ancient military facility on an island to the southwest. I can get us inside. To this location. Undetected.
How exactly?
You'll know when you need to. Once inside, our goal will be this structure. The launch tower. Gaia and Beta are being held at the top.
Of course they are.
But along the way, we will face overwhelming resistance. Most importantly from Gerard, Eric, and the others. But also...
Once I take away their shields, we should be able to deal with them. But it will be easier to deploy the device if someone else is carrying it. I'll need a strong back.
Carry stuff? Yeah, I can do that.
Even if your device works, there will still be Spectre drones, scores of them.
If only we had an army to fight them.
I've got that under control. You'll know when you need to. All right. We'll meet up again just before we go in. Where's the best place to rendezvous?
On the coast, just across from the island. Once there, I'll show you the way.
I'm guessing the plan is we sneak in, take Gaia, then build the army.
I'll let you know when I arrive at the rendezvous point. And then you can join me. In the meantime, do whatever you need to prepare. Understood?
I do wonder if doing everyone's missions mean they survive.
A minute?
because I have a feeling people would die if I didn't do it. What was that?
Tilda helped me get in touch with Beta, and she told me something important. There's an installation inside the base. It's called a regulator. Here. Once we're inside, I need you two to split off from everyone else and destroy it. So you'll have to bring explosives. This will help stop the drones. Everything depends on it. Are you with me? After that, I want you to find a way to infiltrate the Zenith network.
How?
Go over all the data that Beta left behind. She knew how to do it, I'm sure of that.
All right. But why? What am I trying to do?
Find information about the Zeniths. Anything Tilda's not telling us. Silence is right about one thing. There's no way we can take her on her word.
I'll do my best.
I'm so glad we're not trusting Tilda.
Keep her safe, okay?
On my life.
Don't say that, I like you. I know what that means. Right.
We need to get Silent's weapon to the Zenith base.
We're finally doing this.
One last talk.
Never thought I'd be off on a mission to take down a bunch of immortals from the stars. I can hear the drinking songs already.
Varl made the right call. You know, bringing you here.
Thanks. Yeah, Varl. You know, I never knew he had a sister. I found out a few days before you guys went to Gemini. I was, well, to be honest, I was terrified I'd screw up the mission somehow. So he sat me down for a drink. Just one, mind you. And we talked about family. Vala, Ursa, loss and revenge. How you helped us.
You know, we never did get that drink you promised back in the Embrace. And you never told me exactly how your sister escaped the Mad Sun King.
I guess we never got round to it. World ending and all. No time like the present, though. If you're up for it.
Yes.
You think it's time for us to finally have that drink?
Yeah. I mean, yeah, of course. Oh.
We finally did it.
So, how did Ursa escape Mad Sun King Jiran's palace?
Well, first she had to survive the Sun Ring. See, during the war, the Karja threw a prisoner a day in there. And, you know, for what? To die as sacrifices, fighting machines in a pit. Thinking somehow that was gonna appease all the other deranged machines in the world? Ha! And when it was Ursa's turn, the Karja thought she'd go down if they threw a big machine at her.
Oh, but she didn't.
And she defeated all of them. Even got some of Jiran's kestrels for good measure. And the Mad Sun King was impressed, I guess. Thought it'd be funny to have her run around his palace as a servant. He enjoyed humiliating her that way.
I remember you telling me something about that. That's how she met Avad. He helped her escape.
Yeah, but what no Karja scroll will ever tell you is how the young prince snuck Ursa out of the palace. He knew their best chance was to get Ursa to blend in, so he got her everything she needed to disguise herself as a Karja noblewoman. Yeah, perfumes, veils, and all.
I get the feeling she wasn't too happy with that.
Oh man, Ursa would have rather fought her way out of that palace with her bare hands than put on all of that Karja eye paint. But Avad insisted it was the only way, so she agreed under one condition. Avad had to dress up as well.
She made Avad dress up like a noblewoman?
as perfumed and powdered as a babe. Ursa said he looked better like that than he ever did in a crown.
That would, definitely make for an interesting sight.
Oh, it worked like a charm, too. Not only did they make it out of the palace, they paid a traveling merchant to get Ursa to the border, and none were the wiser.
You were right. That was a story best told over a drink.
All good stories are.
I guess I should.
I'll see you at the rendezvous point, with my hammer ready.
I wouldn't have it any other way.
What I love about this kind of like interaction with your party members just for a war kind of thing, there is general camaraderie. There's none of this like, oh yeah, end of the world, we can't really talk about this. They're all just like, we might die, let's just have a good time.
I hope everybody's ready for this. Fighting the Zeniths.
Oh, I'm so going to enjoy killing Eric.
Aloy, nothing you do ever is. At least now you don't have to do it alone.
Thanks. You and Aaron seem to be on better terms now.
He may have terrible taste in music, but he did apologize for mocking my tribe. And that ale he keeps raving about isn't half bad. I still plan on beating that stubborn face of his to break our sparring stalemate.
Try not to hurt him too bad.
It's like all the way through the two games. Ooh.
There is one favor I would ask of you.
What is it?
You placed this focus in my care, and gave me the highest calling an Utaru has ever known. If I should fall in battle, I'd like you to be the one to bury my seed pouch. For the both of us.
So,
make sure you stay alive to do so.
Let's just try to all come back home. Okay?
I forgot what I was saying now. Oh god, I hope that it's like, that they didn't do it sort of, I'm thinking like Mass Effect. So all of your party members, if you don't do like their loyalty missions and all of the stuff with them, they can die. Because that would be heartbreaking. Like the only two we know are going to potentially survive or die will be Katala and Ara. Or this woman, I can't remember her name. Because they're going to be taking on the biggest of the responsibilities. So if they die, if anyone's going to die, it's going to be them.
Nervous?
I'd be lying if I said I'm not slightly apprehensive.
The plan will work if we all focus on our assignments.
Right.
I want you to know I'm glad you're with us, Alva.
Whatever happens, I'm grateful that the legacy brought us together. I never thought I'd get to actually meet an ancestor.
Come on, do I look that old?
It's nice the character development Aloy's taken in this game. We started off, you know, stubborn, no one's allowed to help us, we don't need help. To the point where it's like, yeah, these people are willing to die for me, let's help them to help me.
Katala will protect you inside the Zenith base.
I'm not afraid. I know Katala will fulfill his duty, as will I. If we die doing so, at least it'll be alongside a friend.
I'd rather you both stay alive, if you don't mind.
We'll try and keep that in mind.
I can just see Katalo,
I'll
like, berserker raging and just pulling out a bloody greatsword and swinging it like a madman in one hand.
So, something else?
I'll be going.
As you wish.
Okay. That was really, really pointless. Where is Katalo? He's not even here, is he? I don't even know where Tilda is.
There you are.
Oh, here she is.
Well done, Aloy. Despite my reservations, you managed to secure Silence and his weapon. You're truly a shining example of Liz's fortitude.
I've been thinking about what you said at your house. how you were friends with Elizabeth.
Now I'm going to stop you right there. I really don't think she was friends. It was sort of one of those rivalries that no one talked about. That's like they actually hated each other. And like, because Elizabeth's not around to debate that point, she's just telling Aloy, yeah, we were best mates.
It was more than that, wasn't it?
Perceptive as ever. You're right, we were together for a time.
Okay, so... what happened?
I was an orphan. I had always been alone. By my 30s, I was starting to wonder if that was simply my fate in life. And then I met Liz. We kept running into each other at conferences. We'd have coffee. At some point, it became drinks. I thought it was just shop talk, an exchange of ideas, but then I was surprised at how much I looked forward to seeing her. Soon we were flying halfway across the world every other week just to meet up. For the first time, I didn't feel lonely. I could imagine a future where I wasn't. I think Liz felt the same way at first. She had lost her mother a few years back. I filled a void for her. I know I did. But as time passed, it seemed as though she wanted less when I wanted more. And so we ended things.
So helping me, restoring Elizabeth's dream, it's what,
a second chance, yes. I made a mistake leaving Earth while Liz stayed behind. I should have done more. So when I saw you, a woman who has carved her own remarkable path, beyond even what made Liz a phenomenon, I knew I had to help you. To do right by her.
Just looking at her, like her neck, right, and it looks crystalline. Something tells me she's like mostly robotic. Like it's just the head that's like grafted to look like her, but I don't think she's actually human at this point. Like the others are more convincing. Perhaps she was like a fault.
You said before that you're not like the other Zeniths. That you never were. But you went along with all of their plans.
Out of necessity. I'm not proud of it. But complicity became a means of survival, both when Earth was consumed and when the colony on Sirius was destroyed. I did what I had to. But I resolved to remain one step ahead of the others, to try to undo what damage I could. Hence the data channel with Beta. The secret passage into their base and the little trick I pulled to save you.
You know, so I've had this thought, right, in this game's world. It's smaller, right? Like, as in, the span between Las Vegas and San Francisco is like 2 kilometers. That's not, and it's compressed. I know it's for sake of game, but it's like, is the Earth smaller in this? And does that mean there's like a cauldron at the center of the Earth that mediates the planet's core to keep the planet living? Just one of those food for thought things.
Why did you make the data channel look like your house?
I built that house as a shelter to weather any storm. A safe place, not just for me, but for the art stored in its depths. Cultural artifacts of incalculable value. Truly, some of the greatest achievements of human civilization.
And you wanted Beta to see them?
Yes. Her upbringing was so cold and technical. I thought if she could experience Vermeer and Rembrandt, it would bring something else into her life. A heritage every bit as valuable as the scientific and technical data being drummed into her. I'm sorry I had to cut off contact, but I'll never regret sharing this house with her. She needed its shelter even more than I did.
The only reason I bring up the whole smaller Earth theory is because Earth is as large as it is over millions of years. Because, like, it's the foundations of species and lifetimes and fossils all create layers of Earth, giving it its wider feel in the ultimate end. Because it's like, I think the dinosaurs survived on Earth even though it would have been colder back in millions of years ago, because where the planet's crust was a lot shallower, they were close to the Earth's core, which made the planet hot. So now, like, the reason the planet shrunk, I know you're thinking, but how does that explain the planet shrinking? Where the Pharaoh robots were consuming biomass, oil is liquidized fossil, essentially. So they could have been consuming the oil and the dirt and everything, which then shrunk the Earth back down to a smaller size. Hence why the world is now closer, everything's closer together. And I know you could just say, oh, but it's a game, why are you thinking much into it? But why is Las Vegas, a city that exists, so close to San Francisco, a city that exists? You can't get there in one day.
Why do you think Elizabeth pulled away?
I've wondered that for 1,000 years. She was brilliant, visionary. She cared so deeply for the world, for the betterment of humanity. But it also felt like she kept everyone at arm's length, including me. She never wanted to share her burdens. I think, in the end, she had a core that she never let anyone be part of. Sometimes I wonder if anyone really knew her.
I found a recording of you and Elizabeth.
So you also got a thing that you say about the meteorites crashing, but the Gulf of Mexico is theorized to be the impact site of the meteor that killed the dinosaurs, meaning that it had the impact enough to change the world for a massive landscape, which then, like, people was using that as how the mountains are formed so close to the Gulf. And then you follow Dead Space, the markers landed there, and in 300 years they're all going to kill each other.
Back in the proving lab, after Farzinet's attempt to steal Gaia.
Yes. A most unpleasant conversation.
She said something after the call. I think she regretted how things ended between you.
Did she? All this time, thank you for telling me. I've always hated that those were the last words we ever said to each other. And that her last impression of me was as a functionary of Far Zenith, not who I truly am.
What else can we expect to find in the Zenith base?
As I mentioned in the briefing, our goal will be the command center. That's where Beta and Gaia are being held. There are also printing facilities where the others have been amassing the natural resources they've stripped from the region.
What for?
First for use in the base's infrastructure, and then to fabricate more Spectre drones, a small army of them.
When I was out in the wilds, I saw a shuttle take off from the island, heading for space.
It was likely ferrying materials to and from our ship in orbit. After hundreds of years luxuriating in our digital comforts, the ship was barely space-worthy when we made our escape. Disaster can strike at any moment. We've learned our lesson.
It's like, they're talking about natural materials. The Spectres are made of nanobots to fabricate weapons on the fly. So surely using Earth's natural resources won't make us durable Spectres.
Have you figured out how Silence's weapon works?
No, and he's been very careful not to allow me near it. I'll admit it bothers me, but regardless of how it functions, I am confident it will deactivate the other shields en masse.
How many of them are in the base?
10, including Eric and Gerard.
All the one I want to kill.
Only a handful of us made it to our ship when our colony collapsed.
I wonder if the Zeniths are like sterile as a result of their immortality.
So, Eric. Was he always a bloodthirsty psychopath?
I believe he got worse over time. On Earth, he was the founder of a profitable private military company. A band of cutthroats, in other words. Even as governments abandoned human combatants in favor of automated warfare. He found success with clientele that required a more personal touch. There were also rumors that he personally hunted and killed his targets. On occasion, all for the thrill of it.
So
But on
he
Sirius,
is
he
not.
retreated to virtual reality simulations. In them, he could go on rampages as violent as he pleased, though I suspect with diminishing satisfaction.
All of his tribe believes he was.
So essentially, Eric is what the media think of gamers who play video games. He is that, physically.
One of the greatest people from the old world.
Then they would be quite disappointed to meet him, though I'm sure he'd bask in the adoration.
What can you tell me about Gerard?
He was the head of the world's largest financial conglomerate, and as such had dealings with almost every major corporation. It made him one of the wealthiest people on Earth, and certainly the wealthiest among Far Zenith.
What does one person do with that much money?
Buy more power, more influence. Gerard's always believed himself to be a refined patrician, able to maintain control with a polished smile. But beneath that exterior is a cold and calculating operator. It was his decision to restrict Beta's upbringing to her digital educators, the avatars of the Apollo database, while we were painted as her benefactors.
Well, we'll deal with him soon enough. And the others.
I would very much like to see his face when he realizes we've beaten him.
Thing is, Gerard is going to be that person that he's like, he's all talk, he's like, I'm the best. Until he comes to the moment where his life hangs in the balance and it's like, I'm sorry! Whereas Eric is going to be a bloody interesting fight, because he's going to be like, he's going to have that sort of approach at the start, you know, like, you'll be fine, I'm really good, I'm the best. You start doing some damage and he goes, oh shit, we need to change things up. Then he's getting to the dying point and it's just going to, he just panics and just goes absolutely ballistic. He's going to be like a wild animal and it's going to be fun.
When I was in the ruins of Vegas, I found
It's not
data
like it's a
on a
fight.
man named Stanley Chen. I think he was a Zenith.
Stanley, ever the optimist. He was one of the good ones. When we established our colony, he built an exact replica of Las Vegas in virtual reality. Lights, shows, gambling, every detail perfectly recreated. And while others cloistered themselves in their own fantasies, he flung his doors wide to everyone.
The way you're talking about him, I'm guessing he didn't make it back to Earth.
No, he perished when our colony was destroyed. He would have been thrilled to discover that part of his beloved city survived.
When Beta escaped and hid in an ancient research facility, I saw another one of the Zeniths, Verbena. Who was she?
A dull star amidst a sea of brighter constellations.
She was a brat.
Unlike most of Far Zenith's members who amassed their wealth through shrewd business deals and technological achievements, Verbena inherited her billions. Her father had achieved great success in the luxury holotourism industry. At age 24, she became the world's most eligible bachelorette, branding herself a life designer.
She was an influencer!
Someone who leverages their fame to influence the choice of others.
What, like a cult?
In a way, yes.
Well, she must have done something right to have survived this long.
She was her own brand of ruthless. That much is true. But even rats can cling to a vessel for escape.
She was literally an influencer. She used her wealth just to tell people what to do.
Okay, so I've had run-ins with a handful of Zeniths. What about the rest?
An array of the wealthiest people on Earth. Titans of their industries.
And let me guess. All selfish and ruthless to the core?
Most, but not all. There were a few with whom I got along. Annika Murjani, for instance, was always delightful. She founded the HoloNet's most successful dance channel and was herself mesmerizing to watch. And I had fascinating discussions with Song Jiao about her work in cellular biology. Our immortality treatments are due in part to her achievements. But then there were others like Devin Miller, the CEO of a fast food printing corporation. His only real preoccupations were perfecting his golf swing and taking self-hollows. When I think about all of us, we really should have accomplished more. We had eternity.
What song? There was one of them that was in. I can't remember the guy's name now, but that treated Ted Farrow to make him immortal.
Okay.
And then he suicided because he made a monster.
I'll be here until then. And thank you, Aloy, for giving me this chance. My past has always been a struggle. More than once I've lost everything. But when I look to the future, I see Liz's dream fulfilled. A universe of new possibilities.
Maybe we can make it happen.
We will. I won't let anything get in the way. I promise you that.
See, I gotta say though, there's one with Ted Farrow. He lived alone for like 1,000 years until we found him, and then it's like you learn like throughout the bunker about his life and how they perfected the immortality. Well, they didn't perfect it. He became a mutated monster of cells and body. But I would have liked to learn.
I don't mind the company.
I would have liked to learn more about his descent into madness. Like maybe a log every 100 years for him, to the point where it starts off him panicking, in pain, like for the first 3, and then you get to like the next 3 where it's just he sort of just becomes like completely mindless. I would have liked to have learned more about Ted Farrow's like descent into madness to become the monster he is.
I see you've got your new arm ready to go.
Yes. It still feels strange. I've gotten used to the absence, but no matter. I'm sure I will need it before the attack on the Zenith base is through.
Oh, is this all my strike pieces? It is! He has a collection of strike pieces.
Haven't seen you since the battle at the Grove. How are you holding up?
I saw you fly on the wings of the Ten, and paralyze Regala's army with lightning. I would say that I am inspired.
Thank you, I guess.
It is I who should be thanking you. All that remains is to follow you to the end. Whatever that will be.
We're lucky to have you on our side.
Oh, and by the way, I was hoping now would be a good time to go back to the Tremortusk site and test my new arm, before we leave on our mission.
Right. I'll let you know when I can make my way there.
Thank you.
Yeah, why not? I would love to. It's like I loved Mass Effects, like how they did each of the final battles. Like you choose your team to go places, and you decide their fate essentially. I love doing that, but I hate doing it because I would hate to kill my teammates. I reckon if I had that choice here, and I had to pick who goes where, I would make all the wrong decisions and kill everyone, and I can't deal with that.
Look, I know you're probably not happy about keeping Regala around, but I want her on our side when we fight the Zeniths.
It is more than she deserves. Even so, I will not question your judgment.
Thank you, Kotallo. We didn't really get to talk about what happened at Gemini.
There was nothing more to say. If he were to Noct, Varl's bravery would have earned him sacred burial at the Grove, among the most distinguished of our tribe's warriors. His deeds were worthy of the Ten. When the fight is done, I will have the Inkers etch his memory on my skin, so that it may live on.
I'm sure he'd be honored.
Something tells me that the Ten were part of Eric's private military faction.
Anything new going on I should know about?
The Quen has been more insistent than usual, asking about the visions at the Grove. Her pursuit of knowledge is relentless. The Ten would have a hard time fighting her off.
Just think of her like one of your chaplains.
Yes, only more persistent.
Did you meet Tilda?
There is something about her that doesn't seem natural. I wouldn't be surprised if my sword went through her and she didn't bleed it.
See, even he thinks it. She seems robotic.
Dull.
Honestly, with her, nothing would surprise me.
I mean, I wouldn't be surprised if she was actually a spy unit and not, in fact, even what they consider to be human.
Your people keep mentioning the wings of the Ten. What exactly does it mean?
The visions tell us that the Ten flew on great metal machines with wings and leapt into battle from the sky. For us, to imitate this feat is the ultimate expression of martial prowess. It is why the challengers leap into the arena during the Kulrut. And now, you have done it. Like the deeds of the Ten themselves, it will never be forgotten. So, tell me, how did it feel?
I won't lie. Pretty good.
I can only imagine.
You know, one thing I really admire about these games is, like, they know who Aloy is because of what she's done for, like, the Kaja Sundom before we arrived at Tanakh. And as we arrived at each city in the Tanakh territory, they knew who we were. But it wasn't just so, we know you, you're impressive, we're going to help you. It's actually, you have to earn their trust. Like, they still trust in the fact that they've been told of your feats, but they want to believe it's not true. So you have to prove to them that you're worth trusting. Because a lot of games, you get to that point where you start learning, they start learning about the main character's exploits, and they're just like, I'll follow you anywhere. So even Katalo, he joined us after we helped, and not before.
I'll see you soon.
And I really enjoy that.
It will be my honor.
Like, you're not just this person that's like, go die for me. Okay.
Plugging in that power cell downstairs must have turned on these holograms.
Who's left to talk to?
There's Gwen stuff in here now. Must be all of us.
Right then. Let's go take the war to the Zeniths. It is time for the final encounter. Get settled in, guys. Grab a drink, grab something to eat. This is going to be a long series of cutscenes and combat. Especially with whatever the final boss may be. Which I'm kind of hoping is Eric, because that would be a really good last boss fight. I tell you though, I'd love to get like inside a Horus. Like they activate a Horus and you have to get inside it like a Scarab from Halo. Made you a nice gin, what flavour? My mother is an avid gin drinker herself. But I have a feeling there's going to be so many big oh my god moments about to happen here. Fully heal. This is going to be dicey as well, because there's only going to be so many heals here.
I can grab this from my stash.
Ooh. Rhubarb. You know, well, definitely leading up to the final battle when the sun suddenly switches off. Oh, sounds really nice.
There.
When we're done here, I've got vanilla ice cream with blueberries.
I should take care of everything.
You see, at the point you will be locked into a singularity,
to attack the Zenith base.
and the open world will be unavailable for the duration of this quest. Confirm. I am ready.
Okay,
And the sun's switched back on.
I'm at the rendezvous point. It's time to rescue Beta and Gaia.
Understood, Aloy.
This is going to be so good.
We're on our way.
The spectres are going to really be a problem.
Aloy.
Where are the others?
Aloy!
Not far behind.
Egghead here couldn't stand traveling with the pack.
Still don't trust her.
Are we all here? Then let's begin.
Expect excited children's squeals from me. No way.
A tunnel.
An ancient escape route from the ruins on the island. When I realized it ran all the way across the water, I thought it might prove useful to come and go undetected. So I concealed it from the others. Shall we?
wish there was a less pungent way to get way inside the base.
Agreed.
It'll be interesting to see what Aloy's job is. I know it's simply we're going to fight our way to the top, but at some point we're going to have to get into open skirmishes.
There's the launch tower. That plane offers a little cover, so the only viable path is through there. There will be Spectres guarding it, and many more can be deployed from those hangars.
All right. Alva, Catalo, get to it.
Where are they going?
Somewhere important.
She doesn't like
Erend,
the fact that
you
we've
with
got
me.
our own plan.
You guys, take the high ground in case we need covering fire.
I wouldn't use Erend in the middle, though. I know he's the
Technically
melee.
sound, I suppose.
I wouldn't use Erend in the middle because that machine is too valuable.
What will she do?
There's a sensor node nearby. If I hack into it, I should be able to scramble the network and keep you undetected. But not for long.
Then we should proceed.
One more thing. Open up the channel to Beta. Audio only.
Aloy?
We're here, and we're coming for you. You know what to do, right?
As long as you hold up your end.
We will. See you soon.
If it goes wrong, she's purging Gaia. That's what she said to her.
Let's go.
Because without Gaia, they can't reset the planet. I don't know if that's actually true, but that's what I think. She's told
Get to the launch
Beta
tower
to
as
purge
quickly
Gaia.
as possible. I'll do my best to conceal our intrusion.
Company, follow my lead.
That's what I do.
I am actually going to try and do this all stealthy-like.
Acid ammo could help here.
Hey, just here. This'll help.
He looks different. The other ones are sort of like a blue. He's a white.
I think there's a cave up there that might get us through that ridge.
Let's climb up to it.
So the Spectres don't actually hang about. They just move from point A to point B and back again. Well, I suppose that makes them effective scouts.
What's in this backpack, metal bricks?
Aloy, Alva and I are closing in on the regulator.
Keep me posted.
The music here does remind me of Mass Effect. Guy dressed in the earth is dead.
I think we got through without being seen. It's creepy in here.
Don't worry.
I wish I had a glider.
That was the first time I've actually done a stealthy bit without getting spotted.
Yeah, you swim. I'll stay.
Normally I get spotted in the first couple of seconds and then the fight begins.
There's a lot of dead machines on this island.
We killed a great many when we landed here. Their salvage may prove useful to you now.
Another Spectre.
Sneak or fight, you choose.
I'm not used to this whole stealth being optional and I actually do it. Yeah, the other ones have been blue, this one's white. Or is that just because of their like natural camo state? Because I mean he's against like a greyish white backdrop.
Anytime you're ready.
Priming the plasma.
They take down a Stormbird. Yeah, these aren't easy to stealth past necessarily, because they are quite alert and speedy. This one is only on his own, but he's running from point to point.
Tired yet?
Yep.
Metal flower?
Made it through without a fight.
Yeah. Clear those windows.
We're through.
It's interesting that the well, I suppose it's not interesting Tornex can't map this island, because they would have...
We can take this one, Aloy. Keep moving.
Okay.
That Stormbird carcass should get us over the gap.
I hate Stormbirds. But I guess, yeah, dead one's handy enough.
I like
Stormbirds. You remember the good old days when our only worry was whether Meridian would be destroyed? You know, instead of the whole world?
Oh yeah. Good times.
Just think though, if Hades didn't send the Shadow Carja against us, we would have never been able to save the world.
I'll attack when you...
Oh god, there's 3. This one I might have to fight.
Damn it!
Yep, here we go. Let's do this! Whoa!
Hit it again!
Plasma acid.
Aloy, you need this! It's a blood font.
Let's begin! Oh, I did not mean to jump that. That was epic.
You okay?
Yeah. I'll find a way back up.
I really don't have too many problems with Spectres. It's when they go to use a nanobot attack, they expose their major weak point, which makes them quite a lot easier to bring down. They're sturdy, but they're really vulnerable. Oh! Oh damn, if only I could override this thing. Ow! I love their guns.
That got it.
If only I could take it from them. This coil was so worth the arena fight. Holy hell. Yeah, this one's gold-plated. Oh, it's because he's fire.
I think that's all of them. Let's push on.
Let's grab some materials since we fought them.
Find anything?
Yeah.
I never actually realise when I play these harder difficulties how much I use audio cues to dodge when I'm not looking directly at a machine. Like, it's only when it's like I can hear this thing charging, I'm like, right, I need to roll. Why? Don't know, just need to roll.
Here, up this rock.
I almost made it to where I was. There was no safe spot.
We're gonna have to climb around this corner.
Apex fellow.
I'll try not to complain.
I can see the way forward. Keep moving.
Going as fast as we can.
Sounds like Silence getting
all right?
tired.
Sort of.
Ooh. Jesus Christ! The defenses on this island are nuts. There's just dead stormbullets everywhere.
Well, I'll just leave it here then.
Looks like the others have things under control.
How many specters do the Zeniths have?
More than we want to fight at once, that's for sure.
Yeah, I guess I'd have to kill this one.
Aloy, Alva and I are in position.
Do it. Blow the regulator.
The charges.
Hey, you want to fight the Vanguard?
Just hitting armor.
You need help, Aloy? Hey, you want me to hit you again?
I'm glad I'm using my smaller arrow type, my cheaper arrow type for this. What is it doing? Stop moving! It's definitely resistant to shock in it, yeah. That took a while to build. Dreadwing, volatile sludge. I could have taken that into a better fight, but you know, stubborn.
Alva and Catalo did their job. Now it's Beta's turn.
Aloy? I think we're in trouble.
Holy shit!
Whatever you plan to do to stop those specters, you better do it now.
I'm not doing anything. Beta will. She just needs a little time.
Time that we don't have.
Come on, Beta, come on, come on, come on.
What the shit?
What is that?
Slaughter spines have arrived.
Our army.
Oh, she is manufacturing them?
I think you got their attention.
Very clever. You had Beta inject Hephaestus into the base's printer matrix.
Which is faster and more powerful than any cauldron.
And now it can crank out machines to its heart's content.
Go on, bring in the Tremor Tusk. Just get that shit in charge. Oh no. Goodbye, Hanger.
Come on. Let's get to the launch.
Holy hell, this is awesome.
Your maneuver, as clever as it is, means that Hephaestus has escaped containment. It will no doubt flee back to the Cauldron network.
No, if it's joined with
We got it
Gaia.
once, we'll get it again.
Or find a way to replicate its functionality, perhaps. The Apollo database.
Oh, God, they did it. Mass producing slaughter spider thunderjaws.
We don't make it. I just have one regret.
What is it? That a big rock might give us a bridge to get up and through.
Gotcha.
I guess not all the specters are fighting our machines.
Ah, because that'd have made it nice and easy.
There's a boss here. There's a machine we haven't found, and it's after the specters. So what's left?
Here when you want it.
You know what? Screw it. We're just taking this thing on.
Turn this around.
It's all getting busy now, so I'm joining in the fun. The fact that we're just making thunderjaws and bloody slaughter spines just because we want to.
Hit it with plasma.
Not a bad idea. Let's do that.
I'm waiting for you.
Wow, that was a bloody blast, and he's not. Oh, he was Max. It's just how this game's gone. It's like the most unexpected way for things to go. Like having our own machine army and everything like that. Unless, of course, Hephaestus is going to make one more machine for us to fight. Because, you know, he's like, well, you trapped me, I'm going to kill you. It's interesting, though, out of all the machines he could make, he just went with standard versions. He didn't make the Hunter Killers. Yeah, there's no way I wasn't getting in on the fun there.
Okay, steady my breath.
Everything's at war with each other, I'm joining in. But that does mean that what Festus is making will try and kill me as well.
Big jump. To the right, I think.
And now to the left.
You can get to the launch tower through the hangar up ahead. I'm heading over to join you now. The hangar's in bad shape, but I can see the way in.
Another one?
Hurry, Aloy!
By the blood of the Ten!
Let's get into this.
Ooh, Regala's here to help.
They thought they'd got me that time.
The thing is, where we're going to be, I imagine we're going to get the allies help us each time. Regala's all about melee, then we're going to get Zoe, who's all element. Silence, who's probably all electricity. What was that? What is all that shock? Is that silence?
Good work, everyone. Let's go.
Over here, Aloy.
I've got so many. Well, yeah, that must have been silence firing then. Did I blast something off? Oh no, it's a Ravager cannon. Unfortunately, I didn't need it.
Whoa. Look at all this Zenith space stuff.
Come on, Regala. You're meant to be the most active one here.
This way, demon! Ah!
Just 2 legs and a stab to the face. This is how she dies.
This is the death I was promised. Go!
Oh, that was shit. She was gonna take them all on, but got squished.
May Regala return peacefully to the cycle.
Please. She cared nothing for peace.
At least she died on her own terms. Not as your puppet.
Aloy, it's been intense, but Katalo got me to a network node. I'm trying to get in.
Keep at it. We're almost to the
It
top.
actually looks like the Slaughter Spines and Thunderjaws are struggling. I mean, I'm not surprised. There is a horde. That's melted. That's how they fabricate them. Oh no, we're not crossing the battlefield, are we? Yes, we are.
Ah, now we know who's been causing all the fuss. Tilda's little pet.
Silence! Zenith inbound. Can we drop their shields, please?
I'm powering it up. Stay still.
This is pointless. You can't hurt us.
Wanna bet?
Face it. You're worms that ooze to the cracks into our basement.
Silence?
One moment more.
But I might just spare you if you give up Tilda. I think it's safe to say she's forfeited her share of our operation. Permanently.
I'm so looking forward to killing him.
There.
No. Nothing. Fine. All right, people. Light 'em up!
Oh.
Are we supposed to be scared?
Oh, here he comes. Now they're worried. Redwing's eating tonight. Redwing just fucks off.
We can't let Gerard escape. It won't take long before he preps the shuttle for launch. Then he'll be able to take Beta and Gaia into orbit and onto the Odyssey beyond our reach.
We gotta go through there?
I failed to see another option.
Then we'll carve a path. Ready?
Oh yes. Full team. Let's do this.
Get to the top and secure Gaia. I'll stop Gerard.
They're better shots than I am. Come on, Eric, you coward. Come out and fight me.
I gotta get to the top of the tower and free Beta.
Aloy, time machine filth! Apologies for that. We're okay. As long as Alva hurries.
I'm almost into the network.
Just Do the best you can.
Oh, it's just the fact that Dreadwing came flying in and took one away, just like, bye-bye.
Okay, an elevator. Promising.
Yes! It is time! It is the battle I've wanted.
Unfinished business, little girl.
Punch him in the face, he hasn't got a shield.
I don't need a shield to take you out.
Yes, you do. You're going to be
Trust
bloody
me.
fast, but you're not
You're
going to
gonna
live.
wish you had one. I can't let him catch me.
Yeah, I don't need a shield to take you out. I think you do. I'm slaughtering you.
I'm taking you down.
Yeah.
Ooh. Oh.
But all good things must come to an end.
Can I break that helmet?
Not much about your shield, are ya?
He is, like, not as hard as I thought he was going to be.
Just need to find my way in there.
Instant plasma.
There's nowhere to hide.
Much better.
Oh, that's really
You're done for.
Oh, anticipated. Oh, I'm finishing him with melee. As much as I can just kill him with a swift headshot, I'm melee killing him.
These aren't training guns.
Okay, better.
This plasma's gonna hurt.
Just a little more.
Oh no! Was you not without a shield?
I almost forgot what it was like to hurt.
Poor little man without a shield.
Now we're having fun, right?
Best person to kill him.
You okay?
I didn't scan him.
In time.
That was probably my missing bloody... No, because it's machines.
Rescue your sister. I'll regroup with the others and make sure they're alright.
He really wasn't the final boss, because even though he was quick and damaging, he wasn't the hardest thing. He was pretty easy to bring down. But as soon as I took his shield off, I could have probably killed him in like 6-7 arrows.
Looks like the machines and specters have almost wiped each other out. What was that?
Aloy, Gerard just activated the self-destruct failsafe on the printing matrix. He's taking control of a number of systems.
Including the lift?
I'm afraid so. He's restricted its access to the top. You'll have to climb from there. I have to go. I almost have it.
Oh, that was so satisfying. Just beat the shit out of him, and then Zoe comes along and is just like, yeah, you're done. The only person that deserved to kill him. I mean, he killed Val Shaw and he was Aloy's friend, but Zoe's future husband.
Aaron, is everyone all right down there?
Mostly. We're cleaning up the last few Spectres.
What about the Zeniths?
Dead, I think. Zoe told me you got Eric. Good work.
Yeah. Thanks. I guess only Tilda and Gerard are left then.
It's amazing, like,
Aloy,
all the crap.
You there? Listen, I got into the network, but only for a minute before I was shut out. I found a bunch of flight plans and trajectories, as if the Zeniths were planning to leave Earth.
Doesn't make any sense.
I know, but there's more. The files I found have a lot of references to something called Nemesis. Whatever it is, the Zeniths are afraid of it.
Alva? Alva! What's going on here? Maybe Beta can help me figure it out.
Nemesis.
She's okay.
What is Nemesis and why do the Zeniths fear it? Because they were fully intent on taking over Earth. And this is Nemesis is the thing that scares them off? That's a cool door. What?
Are you okay? Look, I know you've been through a lot, but you have to help me access the Zenith network. I need to see their files, anything referring to the word Nemesis. Okay. Over there. The systems are down all over the base. I should be able to take advantage of... Yes, Nemesis. Here. There's something in deep space. It's following the Zeniths to Earth.
What?
Look. Escape vectors. Alva tried to warn me about this. The Zeniths aren't planning to stay here. It's a machine of some kind. Or a swarm of them. The energy readings are astronomical.
Is that what wiped out their Earth,
I
their
don't
planet?
think a natural disaster destroyed the Zenith colony on Sirius. This thing did. Earth isn't a new home for them. It's a way station. They're on the run.
But why would they try and terraform Earth? They're trying to get Gaia so they can take it with them off planet. Start anew. Hello.
I see you've been busy.
And you've been lying. Nemesis, what is it?
It is us. The minds of Far Zenith. Or failed copies of them, anyway.
It's an AI.
Back on Sirius, some of my peers weren't satisfied with physical immortality. They wanted digital transcendence.
They did it and killed those who took part, and now they want revenge.
A way to upload their minds into any form, organic or mechanical. Nemesis was a failed experiment to that effect. Abandoned, but never erased. An immense database of our memories, emotions, and prejudices left to fester.
And it destroyed your colony?
We didn't realize it had gained sentience until it broke containment. It had everything it needed from our memories. Security protocols, system specs, override codes. It hacked everything before we knew what hit us. Then it took over our printing facilities, allowing it to gain any machine form it needed to wipe us out.
But why?
Imagine being trapped alone for decades with only the twisted echoes of megalomaniacs for company. It hates us for abandoning it to that prison. And now that it's free, it will do anything to destroy us, including denying us a safe harbor on Earth.
The extinction signal that woke Hades. You didn't send it. Nemesis did.
Finally, you understand. And when that failed, it launched from Sirius to finish the job itself. Which is why we must flee to a random planet circling a random star, somewhere it can never find us.
With Gaia, so you can build yourself a new world.
That's the plan. Even now. Earth is finished, Aloy. Nemesis will scour it of life to deny its creators a viable home. But Elizabeth's dream won't die. You'll come with me to the stars. And with Gaia, we'll create a new world. Together. Where that monstrosity could never find us.
But it will, eventually.
What? No.
I loved Elizabeth. More than you could ever know. And I let her stay behind to die with the rest of humanity. A mistake I have regretted for 1,000 years. Now she stands before me again. Not some inferior copy, but her best possible self. So I'm not asking. You're coming with me. It may seem harsh now, but you'll forgive me in a few centuries.
You can't force me, Tilda. Your shield is gone.
I have something better. Spectre Prime, to me.
What?
Take cover! Get to the door!
Submit, Aloy. You can't wait.
Shit!
I've heard that before.
What the fuck? It's the
Ask yourself why you're holding back.
I can do some damage. I better scan that thing first.
It's a mech suit! Jesus Christ.
Gotta follow up all that acid's working.
I can endure. You cannot.
I don't know where his weak points are. I don't have time to analyze. Never mind, I don't need to. Notebook. Spectre Prime, the ultimate Tharzenus exoframe. It can morph into multiple forms, while gold armor-like plates become a devastating weapons and gravitationally reattach when... What shit? Plasma units, siege mortars. But the thing is, I can't get any of it. Got a pulse cannon on its chest. I need to get to that. Oh, I can't destroy it. It's just a weak point. Control nexus. There's so much to break off. What's this status effect I'm building?
This Spectre was designed to survive against more than that.
Ah, there's the unit.
That thing's fast. I can target its gold plating.
Acid is very effective against this thing.
Execute attack pattern Sigma!
And I thought the Slither Fang at the start of the game was a good fight. This was completely unexpected.
Oh, it's quick.
But we found all of our machines.
I knew you didn't truly want to hurt me.
So this woman is delusional, thinking that just because she didn't want to leave Elizabeth didn't want to leave her.
I gotta hit those gold plates.
Jesus Christ, the synthwave remix of Aloy's theme is amazing. This one's going on my listen to playlist. Boosh!
This Spectre was designed to survive against more than that.
It's even got the smug stance. Holy hell!
Ask yourself why you're holding back.
What was that explosion? I didn't even do anything. I'm hit with every possible stat effect that I have.
I've seen your life, Aloy. It should not be lost.
Because she doesn't use any elements, I can't actually... Oh, running away, running away! I can't actually,
I can endure. You cannot.
Ooh, nothing against resistance to acid, it's ice.
Pain subsiding.
Oh!
Engage thrusters!
I'll shut you down.
That fire's brutal.
Sticks and stones against the lightning.
Sticks and stones will break your bones.
Elemental ammo is making a dent in those gold plates.
This is quite a good fight. Exosuit. I just can't get over the fact that I'm fighting an immortal and exosuit. What? I physically can't really see the weak points on this thing.
Let us end this!
This won't work, Tilda!
I have a new gun! I'm going to go and claim it. Let's see how this works.
I knew you didn't truly want to hurt me.
I want another one of them.
This'll help.
You must submit.
Oh no! You seem to have fallen.
A few more hits.
I knew you didn't truly want to hurt me.
Oh, you did. I'll fight that thing again.
It's over.
Ooh.
Just let me choose.
Instant burn coil. We have seen in one fight, in one war against the Immortals, we killed them all.
She tried to take you. And she told you about Nemesis.
So you've known all along.
From Hades, yes. Along with data on how to circumvent the Zenith's shields. Everything I did to create the rebel army was based on that knowledge. To reach this place, this moment.
And you couldn't just tell me?
Come now, Aloy. You're the last person to act sensibly in the face of impossible odds. When I learned of Nemesis from Hades, I saw the pieces on the board and how to play them. And in that same moment, I knew it was a game you would never play. That you would interfere and attempt to save the Tenakth. I was correct, to a point. You ruined my plans, but brought your own to fruition. The end result is the same. We're here. And now it's time for me to leave this doomed planet behind. To seize the Odyssey and the Apollo database, and begin a new chapter in my pursuit of knowledge, one with infinite possibilities. You can join me if you so desire. You've more than earned your place. Unlike Tilda, I'm extending a polite invitation.
You're going to just take off? And abandon everything? Stay. Help me fight that thing.
Perhaps Tilda didn't adequately define the threat. Nemesis can't be stopped. It destroyed a highly advanced Zenith colony in a matter of hours. What hope does this primitive tribal Earth have? If you brought Gaia, you wouldn't be abandoning life, you'd be saving a seed for a new world. Just as Elizabeth did. It's the choice she made. The sacrifice of all that is for the hope of what might be. If she were here in your place, she would board that shuttle, Aloy.
It's a tough decision.
Is she hurt?
I know she's not going to.
Thank the turn.
Goodbye, Silence.
I don't think Elizabeth would have. She saved the Earth once because of the love for it. So why would she just abandon it the second time?
She looks victorious.
As always.
Aloy. You did it.
Not much of a family man, are you, Silence?
Hey, where's he going?
As far away as anyone can go.
Oh. Are you sure?
What?
You're staying.
For a time. You people are going to need all of the help you can get.
Does anyone else need a drink?
Not if it's that ale of yours.
I'd be fine with a nap.
Excellent idea.
I hope it's really over this time.
Aloy is single-handedly uniting the planet. But this base needs to go. Horizon 3?
There's another battle ahead, Elizabeth. Very different than the one you fought.
So it took the Zenith, what, 40 years to
It's
get
not
here?
about the distant hope of creating a new world. It's about preserving the one we have. My friends have a new mission. To spread the word and ask for help. They've taken it in stride. I think it's because they've always known what I've only just started to understand. That the people of this world have the strength to fight any battle. The ingenuity to solve any problem. The courage to overcome any obstacle. And the resilience to rise after any setback. As for me, I can't say I'm not afraid. What lies ahead will be harder than anything we've faced before. But I know I can put the fear aside. Because for the first time in my life, I feel like I'm not alone.
Missing 2 of the subordinate functions and that's it. Hades and Apollo. No, Apollo was on the ship. So what's the other one? Oh my god. What a game. I mean, I like out of everything, like that little anger I get from the arena and the enduring, it was just so good. The game itself was beautiful, the story was phenomenal, the characters were brilliantly written. I don't think it was a 1-to-1, I don't think the planet was that small. It was just like, seriously, well deserved a 10 out of 10. Like, that final boss fight was unexpected and just over the top. I mean, though, the Gorilla has done a phenomenal job with this game. Like, they're sort of implying a Horizon 3, but how would it work? Because from the hologram we saw of the trajectory of Nemesis coming to Earth, it's gonna be here in the game's time in about 5 years. Not even that, probably. This, compared to the first one, it was so much better. Like, I can't get over how good that game felt. Like, for someone like me who plays on a hard difficulty for a challenge, it was unforgiving, but fair. Like, there was never a time I thought, oh, that's utter crap, that's utter crap. In open world, Arena will ignore that. But it's like, I go up against a Thunderjaw, I die. But why do I die? Not because it's unfair, but because I actually need to prepare and plan. I feel like stealth in this game was used even better than the first. And I'm saying that, bearing in mind I'm not a stealth player. Like, I really thoroughly enjoy trying everything. Overriding, making aggressive machines, riding a variety of machines, flying. I cannot get over, like, how good this game was. Like, I knew it was going to be good, but it's better than I was expecting. There was a large, like, ensemble of machines of different types. They had machine, like, combinations in the open that were, like, so well planned. Like, my most memorable one for me that I struggled with the most, Stalkers and Clamberjaws. Clamberjaw to keep you busy up front while the Stalkers nailed you with bullets. And they, like, really played into the giant machine stuff. Like, the amount of fights, there's like a side quest as Thunderjaw and Stormbird against you, or there was that mission I did where it's Tremortusk and Thunderjaw, or Dreadwing and bloody Stormbird. It was just so good. I wonder if Nemesis Arise we're going to be seeing the resurrection of the Horus and stuff. It's in every game, but they never have anything to do because they're down. But seriously, like, out of every game, you have those bits where it's like, I don't want to do that. Like, in the story stuff. But it's like, every time it was like, time for story mission that led to the old world, I was waiting to do it. Like, it just had that right kind of, like, when I killed, I've forgotten the guy's name now. You know, the soldier dude that killed Varl? When I took him down, I didn't feel a sense of, yeah, you're dead. It was like, yeah, he needed to die. He was insane. I feel like, though, it's rather predictable. Just like I said, like, there's no way out of all of that the Zeniths were just going to sit back and let us take Hephaestus. Like, that's the only sad thing. I know it's probably they did it on purpose, but they didn't do it for an arms race. Hephaestus to them wasn't an arms race. It was a means to preserve Earth and everything Elizabeth did. But I wish it was like we got the chance to, like, interrogate Gerard. But it's just, the game itself was phenomenal. But like in any honest game like Covering, there were a couple of things I didn't like. But mostly it was my own play style. Like, the Apex machines were brilliant, but some of them felt pointless. Like, I love the fact that there's like the boss or the machine type that keeps the game interesting, so you're not just one-shotting everything all the time. But some of the Apex machines felt like they just didn't belong. Like, we got to the last part of the game, they were chucking Apex burrowers and stuff at us still. It's like, but why? Yeah, I can't override them, but I still kill them in 2 hits with a bow. I mean, they've recently just released Ultra Hard. They might have it, so it's ridiculous. Like, some of the Apexes are ridiculous, but the only way we're going to find out is by actually doing. But one of the best things they did for story of this game was, like, wrap up everything to do with those who survived who were, like, crucial in the old war. Like, learning about Ted Farrow's fate, and learning about Elizabeth's true goal, and learning about the Zeniths coming back to Earth but not to inhabit it. So, like, that was quite a revelation when we found out about Nemesis. The fact that the only reason Hades activated to wipe out Earth was to deny the Zeniths a place to live. But it obviously Nemesis doesn't know about, they weren't planning on staying, but it tried to stop them from getting there. Without Aloy's help, the Zeniths owe her a great deal. Because if she failed, they would have died. I mean, they're dead anyway. But what will happen is when Nemesis arrives, it won't see, they're not Zenith, it will see human life, they must die. It's like when Silence was looking at that multitude of cauldrons, I wonder what his plans with that is. But when Nemesis arrives, it's gonna be a bloodbath. Like, it's not gonna be this nice little, oh, we'll just do this and that, oh no! It's gonna be like, the world will die rapidly. It'll take over every remaining machine and just wipe them out. But it's like, when I play a game that's like I've played this for almost 100 hours. There's always those points where I'm like, I want to do this now, I want to just skip over that, we'll get over it, we'll do it another time. I mean, we've done every side quest that I found, we've done every fighting pit, every hunting ground, race, every little side quest thing apart from the arena. And I felt like it was so good. There were so many moments in this game as well where you just look at it and go, that's amazing. Like when we actually finished with Poseidon and like reactivated all of the holograms in Vegas, that was a moment. And it's like they're so good at like hitting you with what you don't expect. It's like, I'm amazed that what their decision to kill Val was. I was not expecting that. It's like, as you sort of see the build-up of the cutscene, you can see it coming, but I definitely did not see that coming from the start of the game. And it's like, when the last time we streamed this, it was like, that cutscene got me, like seriously. I was not expecting that. I mean, I gotta say, like, as far as the mini-games to this went, I may have not enjoyed Strike, but I can see they had really thought about it. Like, I can appreciate it. It's just not my kind of thing. I mean, I'm glad I've done it. I didn't need to do it, but I'm glad I've done it. But they've done a great job with this game. I mean, like I said at the start of the stream, we're nowhere near done. We're done for now, once I get my Platinum Trophy. But if they announce a DLC, we're going again on Ultra Hard and getting the achievements there ready for the DLC. Because then the DLC will be like the final thing we do. But I don't know, if they made a DLC for this, what could they do? But then to be honest, when the Frozen Wilds came out for Zero Dawn, you weren't expecting it. It just sort of like, oh yeah, you're gonna go see Banuk. Why? Which then you got introduced to Hephaestus and the threat. Because really, Hephaestus was the main antagonist there, because it was a race against the Zeniths to get there first. But because of his elusiveness, he was the main problem. See, the thing is, with the whole creating the machines of our own, that's already what we can do. Unless the whole DLC will be to go to a new area where some sort of like mega cauldron, like the one in the Yellowstone volcano is. That super volcano in Frozen Wilds. If we could find another cauldron like that and activate it, that would be a good DLC. Oh, I tell you, if that was a thing, if they made it where you could do like an RTS thing in this game, and you could like control machines and like from the control center with Gaia, I'd so be down with that. Like there's a couple of battles where it's like there's impossible like armies of machines blocking cauldrons that were still under Hephaestus' old control, and you have to build your own army and fight against them in an RTS style fight. I'd love that. I hope someone from Guerrilla Games is making notes, because I'd love that, even if it was only once. Just do an RTS thing against the whole army to take control of a bloody mega cauldron. this game, this was so worth playing. Like, I'd recommend the series to anyone. I mean, it's just watching this. The scenery is so beautiful. But it's like, I'm not gonna deny it, in the first game, before the DLC came out, I was getting tired of fighting the machines over and over again. But this game, with like how good the armor and weapons get with perks, slots, and like general stats, I was excited to keep going after those machines. And like using the apexes as a challenge to keep you like, I want to get better, I want to be better, I need to fight an apex. I very much enjoyed that. I mean, when we start on Ultra Hard, we got a whole new set of gear and weapons to make. But I'm looking forward to doing that. I mean, the next game we're playing will be Elden Ring in this fashion, which will be a complete twist. This one was enjoy the story, have a good time, and do some difficult battles. Whereas Elden Ring is going to be try and enjoy the story, try and have a good time, try and enjoy the battles. But no, I definitely felt like I learnt in this game how to play it better. Which is sort of my aim when I play a game on the hardest difficulty. Like, sure, I didn't use the environment enough, like drop logs and stuff, but as I got better at stealth, we were having more successful camp takedowns, and we were weakening large machines before engaging them in like proper battles. And I gotta say, like, as much as I missed and complained when we started this game, like, oh, I can't hit, it's only because I was bad. Like, again, I didn't think that the over-the-shoulder left shooting, where it affects the arrow to fire in a diagonal line, I did not think that was a bad choice. It just means you have to think more before you shoot. And like I say, we always need to watch the credits after we finish a game on stream, because these people spent months, even years, on their respective fields, and they deserve the recognition that follows it. Hideo Kojima had something to do with this. Gorilla babies. I think that's a cool thing. God. But no, the guys at Gorilla, well done. Another smash hit. Oh. We worked hard in these 95 hours, and I don't regret it. It's like, again, there are things I'm going to be glad I don't have to do on Ultra Hard now, like the Undying and the Enduring and things like that. Just sort of things I was never really interested in, but just did it for the sake of achievements and skill points. Like, I don't have to do strikes, I don't have to do the melee pits, I don't have to do all the side quests if I don't want to. I can just get on with it.
My ears are full of songs. My heart is sad enough. I'd rather just be wrong. I listen when you talk. Your words all make sense. But
Discovered Nemesis. All trophies obtained. You are now free to continue exploring and complete any unfinished quests and activities. You can also start the New Game Plus from the New Game Plus start point in the base. Thank you for playing the Horizon team.
Elizabeth had a dream for this world. I guess a lot didn't go as planned. And there are still dangers ahead.
We have done it.
Maybe the biggest yet.
95 hours,
After what
platinum
Barry and I
trophy,
accomplished,
one playthrough.
I have hope. We'll fight for Elizabeth's dream. Together.
Horizon Forbidden West DLC, waiting on you. Ooh, my level is now blue. What does that mean? Oh, instant burning chance. So, really, the only thing I've got left to do is my own leveling. What I've chosen to do. Game progression 92.64%. But in collectibles, there's something I don't have. I don't know what that is. Now that my level is blue, does that mean that I can spend more in the way of I can get another like set of skill points?
What are you up to?
I'm getting a head start on looking for ways to temporarily stabilize the biosphere. We may not have Hephaestus, but I'm sure we can come up with something.
Oh yeah, we let Hephaestus escape. That'll probably be the DLC, you know, is to chase down Hephaestus. Is there anything on the map that's new? Doesn't look like it. So that is it. We have 100%, well, as far as I'm concerned, 100% in Horizon Forbidden West. There is no point me trying to 100% the rest of the game. Because it's all collectibles, and 92 hours this game has taken. Is all the collectibles and the arena, really. I only killed one corruptor. Ooh, I've killed 375 human enemies, 322 headshots. Almost killed more. So in 92 hours, we've lit 164 campfires, 143 legendary items obtained, bearing in mind it also counts in the legendary collect stuff that I can sell. 53 overrides, 3,422 berries consumed. So what's that? You get 100 health per berry. So that's 200, 2,000, 400,000. I healed 3,422,000 health in total. That's nuts. 216 wildlife kills, 991 machine kills, 1 die, and 28 face paints. Experience the journey again for a new challenge and better gear. Your current save will be preserved and a new one for New Game Plus will be created. Would you like to start in New Game Plus? On Ultra Hard? Skip tutorial. I'm not going to carry on. I'm literally getting this save file ready for when we come back to it. But to get 2 of the trophies, we need to finish the game again on Ultra Hard. And here we are again.
But not a lot of activity.
Smoke's probably coming from something the machines wrecked. As for the quiet, well, there's a work stoppage in effect because of all the fuss.
What sort of machines are causing the trouble?
Nasty ones, and lots of them. Bristlebacks, they're called. The strangeness is, they're not native to the Daunt. Just showed up.
Alright, I get ghost levels now.
No hunters to kill them?
Well, we've got hunters, just none that want to cross Ulvund. Boss of Chain Scrape. He is self-appointed. Work stoppage was his idea.
Yeah, well, I'm just Passing through. Got an embassy to attend.
You should have said. That ain't gonna happen no time soon.
What are you talking about?
Hear that? That's your answer.
Who is that?
Karja's son priest. Cranked him down yesterday, about an hour before the machine trouble started. He's a very important man, or so he says. That embassy at Barren Light, he's the one supposed to run it.
Great.
See, the thing I remember about playing this game was arriving here in the Daunt. The first area of tutorial got you an achievement. That achievement, Guerrilla Games worked with Trees for the World. I can't remember the official company name. But everyone who achieved Enter the Daunt in the first month of this game's release then counted 1 extra tree planted by that charity. And it was such a good idea. I hope more games do things like that. Because it's like, well done to them for an easy to achieve achievement. But knowing how many people are going to play their games make a huge difference. My map is empty again. Does that mean that all of my what's things? Like, I don't have any of those equipment anymore. Diving mask. Oh no, I kept it all. So as I find these things now, I can just use them.
I gotta find Erend. But it might be good to hit Chainscrape first and upgrade my bow.
Right. In celebration of starting New Game Plus, on Ultra Hard, let's go and wipe out a burrower to end off this stream. With all of my big boy weapons.
Those machines must have torn through this camp. This valley definitely isn't safe.
God, they are alert! Didn't even make that much noise. Yeah, they are alert. Jesus. Like, one is approaching right now. I killed one. Yeah, that one literally heard me, and I've got the increased stealth thing from the special that skill tree. Like in Infiltrator, it's harder for them to detect me. That's gonna change the dynamic. But like I said, when I go to play this on Ultra Hard properly, we are literally just playing story until completion, and then we will go back around and do all the side quests necessary to get the weapons, armor, and the face paint. But I might have to do some of the side quests as we go, because I know what drops what, and I really want those weapons again. So, final finish time of Horizon Forbidden West. 92 hours, 3 minutes and 25 seconds. We finished it on the 3rd of June, the 3rd of June 2022. So, this was a phenomenal game. I can't help but sing its praises, because I mean, let's be honest, it is good. Base game, 100%. Platinum trophy, 1 gold, 7 silver, 50 bronze. And I got 3 trophies to earn for the Ultra Hard. 0.1% of players have already done it. I mean, there's always someone who can finish it in the first 8 hours. Like, I remember when Strangers of Paradise Final Fantasy came out. They finished the game and did the hardest difficulty stuff in 20 hours. And Platinum trophied it. Personally, I think that's a bit of a waste of a game. Like, 92 hours over 3 months. I feel like I've used the time well. But, like, finishing it all in 1 day seems a bit of a waste to me. But, to each their own. But yes. That'll be the next thing to watch out for, is the live action. Okay. Well, on that note, that is all from me. This has been a phenomenal series. I have very much enjoyed this game. Now we'd start questioning how much we enjoy gaming really when we go to play Elden Ring. So, we are back tomorrow, starting tomorrow. And, yeah. Thank you all so much. It's been nice to have you again, APOD. Look forward to seeing you more. And, yeah. I hate the fact that I didn't like the arena. Because of where they force you to use your own... force you into using preset weapons and armor for the boss fights. But the rest of the game was brilliant. Like I said, the only change I'd make to the arena is make it so there's, for those boss fights, there's 2 different ways to earn medals, and you have to do them both to get the maximum reward. One's a time trial with preset, and one's a time trial without. If you can do the time trial with preset, you get all the medals. If you can't manage it and you have to use your own gear, then you get half the medals. That's the only change I'd make. Because then the rest of it comes down to skill. But yes, that is all from me. We'll be back tomorrow. I think it's 4 PM I've got it set for, because it's a longer stream tomorrow. Then we're doing Final Fantasy raiding around 7 PM. But Elden Ring will be our next game. It's going to be a long one. From what a lot of people have told me, it's taken them well over 100 hours to do everything and Platinum Trophy it. And in normal gaming fashion for me, we're Platinum Trophying it. Because it actually gives me a lot more reason to try and do everything, even if I don't enjoy it. Like, it's something to go like, look what I've done. So, have a wonderful evening, everybody. Thank you all so much for joining us for this stream series of a great game. And we shall be back soon. Pacifist Run Elden Ring? You're having a laugh. I can't even do a normal Dark Souls game like that. But, enjoy your weekends, and we'll see you for Elden Ring. Bye-bye.